out towards our way, like the longer and longer the driveways get. So you might spend more time shoveling the driveway than you do walking to the next one.
Yeah, that's true. Like my grandma Wanda's driveway, it's huge.
Yeah, you don't want to shovel that one.
No.
Yeah, my grandma Whiteley lived on. So it's Whiteley Road after the 911. Like they actually started naming roads, but so it used to be a road that went up the hill and back down the hill and connected to a road on the other side. But eventually, the township, just no one used it so much, and my grandmother and my grandpa were the only ones on the road. Mm-hmm. They just stopped doing that road.
Really?
They just like, you know what? This is no longer a road.
It's a driveway.
But there was one person living there, so legally they had to take care of the of the road up into where a person lived, so they had ease of access, right? So that meant effectively that official road was only a driveway because it only went to one place. There's nothing else there. So the township would have to come and clear my grandma and grandpa's driveway. And they would just go ahead and do their parking, where they park too.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
we're here. Might as well.
It's fantastic. But like they would have to come and like pave every like 5 years or whatever. Or not pave, but put down gravel and
tar and chip.
And tar, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, the tar. That was a hell of a thing.
I love the smell of tar, but
man, like when driving
on
over
a really
it,
hot
like,
day, and you hear little pop crackles of
it's like you have
bubbles.
pop rocks in your mouth.
Yeah,
I remember that when we went to karate because they would do that. It was dirt roads, no matter which way you went, pretty much. So you have to get there. So they'd tar the road, and it'd just be constant.
Yep.
Just that dust control.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I don't know if Jancy's ever been on a dirt road before she came here.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of people that just have never been on a dirt road
Never?
before. Yeah.
But and again, Hawaii, they don't have like dirt road
That shit
or
went
something?
down. I
Oh,
mean,
that
they
shit
do.
went too?
Yeah, but yeah.
Huh.
I don't know why, but I picture like segments of Hawaii just being like dirt roads and like villages. Like I don't know why that's what I picture. Like a little fishing village or something like that. That's probably not what it's like at all. But
No,
that's what I don't picture all of Hawaii like that, but like segments of Hawaii like that.
Sure.
Also, I feel like there's probably some amount more of walking in Hawaii too.
I mean, it's pretty spread out. I mean, in the city, like when you're in Honolulu, yeah. But I mean, it only takes 40 minutes to get anywhere.
Right.
Like on the island, but you gotta drive it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's tough because of the Mercator maps to really internalize like how big Hawaii is.
Yeah.
Well, Lilo and Stitch lived on a dirt road.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So that's, I guess, like part of that's what I picture.
Jancy says there are dirt roads in Hawaii. I've been on them. What the fuck?
I'm not saying there aren't. I just know when I was in there, I didn't see any.
Hawaiians don't
you're a
believe in
tourist.
roads.
That's true. But we went pretty far.
You probably went to the touristy areas where they're not like that.
Yeah.
Did you go to the fishing village of Hawaii?
Eric,
I
when
mean,
you were there
I was
and
talking to
you
James
went
about
to...
Hawaii.
As the only person here that had my experience, like, it wasn't just the touristy spots. I mean,
Sure.
it's all together. It's all like,
There was no dirt road to the Jurassic Park location.
I was going to say, on Kualoa Ranch.
There was there, but that wasn't a public road.
How'd you get there?
The public road.
Was it dirt?
Like, once you get to the ranch, then
Maxing
there's
a very-
dirt there, but it's not a public road. Like, I mean like a publicly done road, like the roads that I grew up on with the farm and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, they're technically taken care of by the township. But, I mean, even the one by my parents' house in the last 5 years, they just sort of like, well, we only might fix it. Like, there's like a landslide. It's like, well, what do we do? It's like, huh? You're just left with nothing. But you can't go and fix it yourself because you're not allowed, you know? You have to have all these permits and shit.
You're not allowed to move the dirt off the road?
No.
So what do you do?
You're fucked. You gotta go around.
Around?
Yeah.
I just go move the dirt.
No, on Becker Road, my dad, like, there was a landslide and he had to wait like almost a year before they came and fixed it.
That happens to me. There's no other way around on my road. If there's a landslide on my road, I can't get home.
Yeah.
I would go and I just start moving dirt.
Sure.
So I'd have to do it.
Yeah.
I gotta get home.
Well, you're a high priority then.
I hope. Like it's a dead end road. I can't come in the back way.
Yeah.
There's a cliff.
And the river.
And the river. A cliff to the river.
No, in that case, like, because there was still a way of accessing the farm. Like they would just have to drive the other way.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas yours,
They would just say road closed. Like,
no,
put up a
yours
sign.
like since you lose access entirely, they would have to clear.
That's what I'm saying. For him, they just put up like road closed.
Yeah,
That's exactly what they did. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember when Big Run Road went from gravel to paved. It was so much worse paved because they would get potholes
And
would never fix
they
them.
would never fix it. Yeah.
It was just so much worse. It's like you should have just left it gravel.
yeah.
At least then you could grade it.
Yeah.
And then flatten it back out.
It's so much easier to grade a gravel road than it
Dude,
is to
yeah.
fix
Paved roads in
potholes.
the country, their potholes like your car
I
will
know.
fall in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
It's not
used
like,
to
you know, if I run over this, it's probably not the best for my car. It's
Yeah.
I have to go around
You
this
have to go
because
around or
it's a
you're
chasm.
stuck.
yeah. I used to ride a motorcycle. It was like an enduro combination sport.
It fell into a pothole. You lost it.
Well, there was many times where I had to drive like 5 miles an hour on a road. Otherwise, my front wheel would go down in, and the top of the pothole would be level with the hub of my front tire.
Yeah.
It's like if I was going any faster, I'd be over the handlebars.
You just start weaving.
Yeah, just got to go on the high spots between the potholes. There's one particular road that I used to enjoy driving on because it was really secluded. Like it was like 2 tire tracks through the woods, basically. But then somebody that had access to the land started like logging and stuff, and there were literal potholes the size of a car, to where they would fill up with water, and there would be like a little tiny walking path on one side where there used to be a ditch. But
That was
now
the worst part when they filled up
that's-
with water. And if you didn't know,
If
that
you
was
didn't
there,
know, if you tried to, it's just a little puddle, and now you're drowned.
yeah,
It's like that one where I saw like a video or a gif where like there's like a kid jumping in these potholes, and they jump in one, they just disappear.
yeah,
Yeah.
his head goes all the way
it's
in.
exactly like
That's
that.
so scary.
Do you guys ever see? You guys watch Hey Arnold, right?
Oh yeah,
Remember there was an
No.
episode with a pothole in it, and the city came out to fix it, and they just threw like one piece of wood on it, and they go, all right, and they left. And there's like a plank of
I
wood
remember that.
over a hole like this
Yeah.
big, and there's just a piece of wood over the. It's like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
So Jancy hasn't been on a dirt road.
yeah, that's what I learned today.